Hey guys, Dustlater Magic back with some unfortunate news. We finally have a final ruling, I guess you could say, or a final decision or final confirmation of what Wizards plans to do about Eldrazi completely taking over Modern. The current Director of Research and Development, aka testing of the new set to make sure there's not infinite loops and it doesn't suck and nothing's OP, and all-around incompetent human being, Forsythe, has a Twitter account. It's at MTGAaron. And, of course, to protect his ego and the ego of everybody who works under him, he decided to tweet out this the other day. The Eldrazi have left huge footprints on Modern, but we aren't issuing any emergency bans. We'll assess everything on the normal timeline. And by that he means it'll be banned in April, just wait. Now, if you're not familiar with Aaron, what you want to do is just go look up any video of him ever released in any kind of interview or anything. You will want to punch your monitor in about 5 seconds. He's such an unbearable person to just witness because he's just so smug and so arrogant and, oh my god, he tries to hide it and, kind of put on that I'm from the PR department even though he's not type of, persona. But, yeah, he is pretty obnoxious. It's very clear he feels very highly about himself and his job, even though he perpetually sucks at it and honestly really needs to get fired. As far as I can tell, the first reply to his beautiful tweet was from Clint Davey. So basically, the ego of your design team is more important than the player's enjoyment. Glad we cleared that up. Ooh, shots fired, Clint. So naturally, Aaron shot back with, at Clint Davey, no one here is invested in, quote, their cards being legal. By that he means the ones that they approved, yes, this is doable, put this in the deck, like Eldrazi Mimic and Eye of Ugin. So that's what he meant by their cards. Anyway, a regular process that players understand and can predict is important. And I think he was referring to, I think he said something later on about, what if you just bought the cards and then they got banned? That's not fair. If you just bought the cards for a deck that you know damn well is getting banned, you're an idiot. That's what's real. So based on that and some other things he said, some adorable little corgi named Desolator, no relation I'm sure, replied to him saying, is that right? Well, I predict everyone going up against the Eldrazi will lose. How's that for an investment tip? Not to mention the fact that the cards will be banned in April. And Zach Allen was not far behind, saying, hey, what happened with your statement about competitive diversity? Then immediately making the least diverse format in history. And of course, Aaron replied, the format currently doesn't match what we want it to be. Improper use of a semicolon because there's a complete sentence after it. That doesn't mean when we that doesn't mean when should... What did he write? What is this? This guy, this obnoxious, self-absorbed smug pile of crap, thinks he's just the hottest thing to happen to math and probability in the history of Magic card planning and testing, and he can't even write a sentence. Oh my gosh. Or use a semicolon, but that one I'll give him, because that's hard. So he wrote what I assume to mean, that doesn't mean we should be altering the banned list at random times. Which, I kind of get that. I mean, if people are planning that cards will not be banned more than once per quarter, or once per set release, or block release, I forgot what he confirmed the new policy was, but whatever the case, people are thinking, okay, I'm going to invest in these cards, I'm going to buy these, this, I'm going to build this deck, I'm going to show up to the tournament with this. People already went to the qualifiers for the next Detroit, whatever's going on, Grand Prix or whatever the hell it is. So if all of a sudden their deck gets banned and they just qualified and they made plans and booked a hotel, yeah, I could see people getting pissed. But they brought it on themselves. They know damn well this card's going to get banned, and they know damn well the deck's going to get banned. But they're all these cheaters taking advantage of a very bad situation, for their own personal gain by playing Eldrazi decks. They know damn well that the card is going to be banned, that one or two cards in that deck are going to be banned, I should say. For sure, Eye of Ugin, possibly Eldrazi Temple. So, oh no, God forbid we piss off those people because they're all so noteworthy in the community or whatever. I don't know. This guy's such a douchebag. Honestly, I don't think he's even in charge of card banning. He might be because it's the R&D department, but I don't know. I mean, you can't put the same person in charge of banning cards as the people who approved them in the first place, because then you're just outright asking them, did you make a mistake and would you like to correct it right now? Of course he's going to say no. Of course. No matter what his tweets say, no matter what he says in videos, no matter what's going on, he's lying. He knows darn well the card should have been banned. It should have been banned the day after the tournament. And I think everybody's in agreement about that but him. So hopefully Wizards gets a clue and fires him, because he's terrible at his job and everybody hates him. If this idiot had done his job, he would have R&D tested the card and thought, wait a minute. Eldrazi Mimic and Endless One work really good with that Eye of Ugin card. I mean, it's not even like the card came out of nowhere. Let's look at every older card that references the word Eldrazi. Like, for example, famous ones that cost a lot that people are already playing with in existing Eldrazi Modern decks. I wonder if any of these cards could go together to make an unfair exploit. He just missed it. He freaking missed it. That's all there is to it. And now that quote about his ego is just completely correct. They're gonna run it out till April and honestly just make himself look twice as bad. So him or whoever at Wizards is making these decisions, obviously a complete idiot. Obviously they have no idea what they're doing. Obviously this is not my first video complaining about bannings and when they should happen and what should be banned and then what happens in reality. And this is perpetually the result, is overpowered decks taking over whole months worth of tournaments. And well, until Wizards does something about it, this is the result. So unfortunately no good news for now, but I'll see you guys next video.